his 100th, his performances. KL Rahul, Surya Kumar Yadav, Ishan Kishan to follow. Do you think this slow period?
202 for one. Both batters edging towards their century. This partnership edging towards a double 100. And India have gone past 200. 21 overs left. India 202 for one. Yeah, just looks like the perfect platform has been set. Time for drinks. Just Adam Zampa, change of ends for him. Just a bit of a lull in terms of boundary hitting alongside. We've got Brad Haddin and Ravi Shastri.
Good afternoon, everyone. Maybe Australia see a little opportunity here. It's been 30 balls, since last boundary. Both batsmen closing on 100. This sometimes is where you can just relax. You change your game a little bit, and that's where the mistake comes. So Australia got to be thinking about that and still thinking about getting wickets.
Yeah, is that the fourth boundary? The last 20 runs have been in singles, and then a boundary. And Shreyas Iyer moves to 98.
Yes, and credit to these batsmen because the bowling has been good. Once the ball gets older, it doesn't quite come onto the bat. But they bided their time. They know there could be a shift in gears pretty soon. Both are nearing 100. If they reach their 100, once they get past it, I think you might just see that shift in gears. But an opportunity also for Australia when India look to go hard, try and break this partnership.
An opportunity there as well, just to bring your mid-off up and encourage the Indian batsman to say, okay, if you want to bring your 100 up, play the big shot. Maybe that then will bring the wicket for Australia. They've got to still try to be proactive and find a way to get that wicket.
On 99, Shreyas Iyer. You can see the buzz around the ground, that anticipation, that expectation. Been a very good innings so far. Number 3 for Shreyas Iyer. After 11 innings, I'm pretty sure he's going to celebrate it. It's coming at a much needed time for him.
And it's a popular 100, let me assure you that. He's gone through a lot of frustration with a lot of back injuries. Then he was a certainty in the team, had to sit out for a long time, missed an IPL as well. And this will give him a lot of joy. Hands just cramping, and that's why you didn't see the full celebration, because his hands weren't just going up, but he'll be thrilled to bits. Fabulous innings, 100 of just 86.
It's just the ease with which he has batted. Having been under pressure, a couple of failures, injury concerns, and just coming out and playing as if he was in great nick. That's why it's been a high quality innings.
The high quality for me is the way he went about it from ball one. He looked like today he walked out like a man on a mission. He wanted to take the game on. He hit a boundary early over cover and just put his presence straight on the ground, and that there makes all this moment worth it. He's had a lot of injury concerns. He's been in and out of the team because of that, and look at that face there. That's what it means to play for your country.
And Ravi, everyone's going to say that it's a good headache to have, but it just adds to the complexities of selection.
Don't forget, before he got injured, he was a certainty in the side. His strike rate was good. He was consistent. He had to watch it from the outside. A lot of time in the NCA. Hats off to the NCA, because they have done a really good job in getting a lot of the players back on track. VVS Lakshman, who heads it, and his team must be given the credit. And when you see these guys back and doing well, I think as much as the dugout, it's people sitting there as well would be really happy.
Yeah, just think of the kind of batters that India have. Everybody getting into form at the right moment as the World Cup is approaching. KL Rahul has batted beautifully in Asia Cup. We've seen Ishan Kishan bat with a lot of maturity, new role for him assigned. Surya Kumar Yadav, and you know, everyone knows that he's got the X factor. So quite a job on hand for Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma. 8 runs of the over so far, and just a bit of an injury delay, cramp delay. 210 for 1. Yeah, great platform being set. 210, 20 overs left. Shreyas Iyer has already reached his 100. Shubman Gill on the cusp of his 100. And he's having a great run, and headaches for Australia. Looking for that breakthrough, Sean Abbott.
Australia also have to see this as an opportunity. If you're out there in the field, you're Steve Smith as captain, we see a lot guys get to their milestone. We see them be a bit slow leading into this moment. Now he might just relax. There's still a long way to go in this game. So Steve Smith and his team have got to be thinking about how do we get the new batsman out, and maybe they just relax a little bit when they get the 3 figures, and that's when you can see the opening for Australia.
And think 2 wickets on that score. 215 for 3, 220 for 3. Not going to be easy for the new man as well.
Who would you send in a situation like this? Say wicket falls, Ravi.
I'd be really tempted to send a left-hander in, someone like Ishan Kishan, just to get a mix. Not that Rahul is not playing well.
It doesn't look like he's padded up at the moment. I'm pretty sure most of these batters have their most of the gear around. Taken. He was cramping. He wasn't happy as soon as he got to his 100. And after such a fine innings, it's just a limp shot, just a tame catch back to the bowler, and it's Shreyas Iyer who will be walking back to the pavilion.
You called it, Brad, and it often happens. Once you get 100, you just switch off for a little bit, and you could see he was cramping, just a loss in concentration. But full marks to Australia. They bowled well in this last half an hour, 40 minutes, and they've been rewarded with a wicket. But a fine innings from Shreyas Iyer. This is a very good catch, very quick to react and come up with the ball in 2 hands. I's taking a look.
He did everything right. He did everything right. But he still has to be in control, and hence the decision from the third umpire, Madana Gopal. And if Australia thought they had their man, no, it's not the case, because he had it in control. A bit of a Mitchell Starc moment from the Ashes. But this time it's Sean Abbott.
It's amazing. We've seen that twice in a couple of months from Australia. We've seen that with Mitchell Starc in the Ashes, and we know the controversy that created. And now Sean Abbott, he moved beautifully to his right, but he just used that ball to set himself to get up when he wasn't in complete control. So great effort to create the chance, but attention to detail, Australia just let them down a little bit there.
And the next one goes for 4. Insult to injury.
It's a 200 partnership now of 165 balls. It's hard to take that one as a captain. Not out. Next ball goes for 6. At least he's trying something here, Sean Abbott. Try a slow ball into the wicket.
Yeah, they've got to watch out now. It's a second life here for Shreyas Iyer.
Taken very nicely by Matt Shot. So in the very same over, a lease of life. But going for the big one after hitting a 4.
And the ball pointing towards the sky as he comes up and gets up.
Short look here, hands under the ball, ball pointing to the sky. Great job there from Sean. 5, 2 for 216 India.
Rahul walking out for the second time in the same over. He walked out, was sent back because the decision went in favour of India, but this time wonderful numbers. He's going through a good run, just shepherding the Indian team home in the first game. A very fine player. Six runs and a wicket off that over. 2-1-6 for 2. Canberra. So India going in with
the game, but smart move here from Steve Smith, bringing another into the circle.
One up at him, and that's gone over, long gone. A great way to get off the mark. Is it 2 for a 6 just to finish off the game? Over, long off.
If I was T. Smith, yes, KL Rahul got one up on him there, but I like that to be a little bit more brave and could find that
position back again.
pace ball. Very handy catch there by Matt Short in the deep. Great set of hands. That's twice.
And 85 runs were scored. You had a 400 plus. Make it 98.
Impressive thing today about Gill's batting is he's gone through different gears. Australia bowled well to him early. They got the length right. The fields were good. But all of a sudden, when he's seen that moment to go, he took the game on. And as we've seen the last 5 or 10 overs, he's gone back again now. Seen a lot. We know the hunger he has to get big scores, but he's used different gears today, which has showed his class.
I suppose that's the maturity he's shown in the last 12 to 13 months, Ravi. You've obviously watched him from very close quarters when he came into the side. Yes, he's been around the likes of Virat and Rohit, who have done that in their own cricketing careers. And when the kind of purple patch he's in, that is the kind of maturity you want from a batter, isn't it? Assess the conditions, you know you're in good touch, and then capitalize.
No one works harder than him, and he's very passionate about the game. He's a quick learner, and he's hungry. He wants to learn, and I think the biggest difference Gun to pace his innings. And also what I like is go on that.
The precocious talent has blossomed into one of the fine. He's had once again everyone, that buzz going up, that anticipation. Shubman Gill. That'll have to wait.
One of the most impressive things I've witnessed about his game and seen him when he debuted in Australia to now is the way he goes up and down his gears. He doesn't get flustered by the situation. He knows how to control the tempo of a game, and for someone so young to control the tempo of the game, it's a great skill to have.
Also to be able to play the kind of cricketing shots that he has. He hasn't added any funky shots to his armoury. He backs his skill. Oh, quick single. David Warner with the underarm, the dive in, and the 5th 100 of Shubman Gill in the calendar year. 6th overall, and just keep churning them out. Shubman Gill, what a player this young man is.
Mentioned earlier, he's hungry, and he knows he's not finished yet. Well, this is again a top-class innings right from the beginning. He took his time early on, and he took his time just going through those through the 90s there. But the fluency was never in question. For a long time, we've said he's one of the most talented young players in the world, but I think he's now one of the best players in the world. 230 for 2.
The hunger, the consistent for Shubman Gill. Loves batting at this venue. His second 100.
Between wickets. Look at that smile. It's a scary sign for Australia too, because in January this year we've got 208 in a one-day against New Zealand. You speak a lot about that hunger, and that's what we're going to see now, I think. Enjoy that moment, young man. Well played.
Interesting you mentioned that double 100 at the start of the year. And what I took out from that innings was his reading of the game in that situation. Every time a wicket went, when he was getting 200, unlike here, there were wickets that were falling around him. And every time a wicket fell, put the pressure back on the opposition. In doing that, he never lost his rhythm or his momentum. Clear signs of maturity there. And he's gone from strength to strength after that. If he stays for another 6-7 overs, then you could have some exciting times here, especially the crowd that's watching it.
Two centurions in the same game, and what a partnership it was between the two of them. But Shubman Gill,
right from the outset, some lovely shots, and it's all cricketing shots. I think Karthik mentioned a little while earlier, nothing flash about his batting. It's all clean, pace and spin come alike to him. And his purple patch continues.
Most impressive thing to me about Gill's innings is, yes, we talk about his hunger, and the gears he uses, but knowing when to use those gears. We've seen Australia bowl really well to him at the start. They tied him down, but he earned the right to get through that stage. And have a look there. It's all formats in 2023. 700s and 650s. I don't think he's finished today with those scores.
he's eyeing a big one. That's what he wants to do. 235 for 2. A lot more pleasant compared to Chandigarh. A little bit of rain and then immediate sunshine obviously ups the humidity level. We saw Shreyas Iyer cramping a bit in the course of that partnership, and you can feel that Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, who's just walked in and getting a few drinks in just to make sure that they are hydrated. This ground right in the middle of the city.
He's also shown his cricket brain here. He's taken his shoe off and pad off, pretended there was something in his shoe, just to give himself that 2-3 minutes to recover. We know how hot it is out there. That's very, very good cricket smarts, just to give yourself 2 minutes break.
Yes, just regather your thoughts, let those emotions of 100 settle down. And you say, and look at the scoreboard and say 16 overs left. So that is 96 balls. If I can bat 50 balls of them, what can happen? And that'll be in his mind. Or if I can deal with even 15 of those 50 balls properly, all hell could break loose here.
You think of the number of runs he has scored in this calendar year, Ravi, just in this format alone. 1,221 runs now. Just bringing back something which Harshad mentioned earlier. 1894, the record set by Sachin Tendulkar. And he's got, what, 9 games in World Cup, and hopefully a few more in South Africa. So definitely, if he continues with that form, that record could be broken very easily. Yeah, but a man at the other end who's been dismissed, battling different things himself. A bit of form, a bit of injury, come back. Again, a mighty fine innings from Shreyas Iyer. Beautiful timing, just wonderful timing.
This man, he deserves a lot about Shuman Gill's innings.